China has taken a drastic step against one of the biggest US chip makers, Micron Technology. The country's cyberspace regulator has banned some sales of Micron products in China, citing serious network security risks. This means that Micron's memory chips will not be used in key infrastructure projects in China, such as 5G networks, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence. The ban came after a cybersecurity review of Micron's products that started in early April. The regulator did not specify what kind of risks it found in Micron's products, but many analysts see the move as part of the ongoing US-China tech rivalry. The two countries have been locked in a bitter dispute over access to critical technologies, especially semiconductors, which are essential for modern devices and systems. Micron is the largest memory chip maker in the US and one of the top suppliers in the world. It generates more than 10% of its revenue from mainland China, where it has many customers in the smartphone and PC sectors. The ban could cost Micron as much as a high single-digit percentage of its annual revenue, according to its chief financial officer. The US government has expressed concern over China's action and said it would work with allies to address the distortions of the memory chip market caused by China. It also accused China of being inconsistent with its claims of opening its markets and committing to a transparent regulatory framework. The ban on Micron is the first major move by China against the US chip maker, but it may not be the last. China has been reducing its reliance on foreign chips for years and investing heavily in its own semiconductor industry. It has also launched cybersecurity reviews on other US tech firms, such as Cisco and Oracle, raising fears of more restrictions and retaliation in the future. Micron is one of the largest memory chip makers in the United States. It derives more than 10% of its revenue from mainland China. However, Micron's revenue from China is expected to drop by 30% due to China's lockdown, which will also cause a 10% drop in total revenue. The demand for memory chips has worsened due to surging inflation, China's cooling economy, and the Russia-Ukraine war. Micron expects an adjusted profit of $1.63 per share, plus or minus 20 cents, for the quarter. But Micron's troubles in China are not only caused by the pandemic and geopolitics. In May 2023, China's cyberspace regulator announced that Micron had failed its network security review and that it would block operators of key infrastructure from buying from the company. The regulator did not provide details on what risks it had found or what products from the company would be affected. Micron said it was unclear what concerns Beijing had and that it was assessing its next steps. The ban by China is a major escalation of an ongoing battle between the world's top two economies over access to crucial technology. The U.S. Commerce Department said it firmly opposed the restrictions that have no basis in fact, and that they were inconsistent with China's assertions that it was opening its markets and committed to a transparent regulatory framework. The ban came after a series of export controls by Washington on certain American components and chip-making tools to block them being used to advance China's military capabilities. The ban could cost Micron as much as a high single-digit percentage of its annual revenue. Micron's chief financial officer said the company was estimating a range of impact in the low single to high single-digit percentage after the ban. The ban could also prompt some companies to rid their supply chains of Micron products due to political risks. Meanwhile, Micron's rivals in China and South Korea are seen benefiting as mainland firms seek memory products from other sources. Shares of Chinese memory chip maker Inginex Semiconductor jumped 2.8%. Shenzhen Techwinsemi Technologies surged 6.3%. Toyo of Feiji Electronics soared 14%. In Seoul, SK Hynix, one of the world's largest memory chip makers, gained 0.9%, outperforming the South Korean market. Micron's reputation is at stake as it faces China's ban. The company will have to find ways to cope with the loss of revenue and market share in one of its most important regions. It will also have to deal with the uncertainty and pressure from both Washington and Beijing over its role in the global chip industry.